You load up in Destiny 2 and you find yourself selecting Titan. Why? Because your friend said Titans are pretty cool. And don't get me wrong, Titans are pretty cool. So you're a Titan main now and you unlock the Behemoth subclass. Your main objective? To drop as many kills in a Crucible as possible. But you're using those. What are those? Those are the DUNEMARCHERS, and in my opinion, if you're utilizing the DUNEMARCHERs, that's great for classes like the Striker, the Hammer Titan, and also the Sentinel. But let's be serious here. Stasis is a pretty nutty subclass, and it's busted. But you clicked on this video because you want to know what the best exotics are for the Titan class in Beyond Light. Welcome back, guys. I'm BRAVExHERO, and today I've got a good one for you. For my Titan mains out there, if you're looking to slay out in the Crucible utilizing the new Stasis subclasses, you're in the right place. If you're like me, you're always utilizing the DUNEMARCHERs. I live and breathe DUNEMARCHERs. But with the new Stasis subclass, you have the aspect Cryoclasm, which reads, enables longer and more powerful slide. Sliding into stasis crystals or frozen targets shatters them and nearby frozen targets. Now, hear me out. The main thing we want to take from that is enables a longer and more powerful slide, meaning you don't need DUNEMARCHERs. So what are the next best exotics you should be utilizing? And that's what we're going to cover in this video. But before we do me a huge favor and drop a like on this video if you find it enjoyable and you're liking the new edits. But without further delay, let's get into the first exotic. Our first exotic has had its ups and downs. It's been buffed, it's been nerfed, but once again, it has its time to shine, which is going to be this season. We have the OneEyed Mask with the exotic perk Vengeance. Highlights the enemy who dares to damage you. Track down and destroy your enemy for an overshield. Now hear me out. With the new slide, you have the ability to use new exotics. The OneEyed Mask is going to give you the ability to continue your gunfights and string together kills. Now, if you haven't stepped into the Crucible, then you don't know that high impact hand cannons are roaming the entire playlist. You have perks like Swashbuckler, Rampage, and Kill Clip. If you're a Titan looking to take full advantage of these bonus damage perks, then you're going to want to run the OneEyed Mask. What benefit do you get out of that? Well, it's simple. Have you ever caught yourself low health? Maybe you proc Rampage with your high impact hand cannon. Now you're low health. It's easy for someone just to clean you up. But if you're utilizing the OneEyed Mask, you now can proc an overshield and it'll keep you in the fight. You have the ability to take advantage of these bonus damage perks, which is a great segue to my last video, which is going to be one of the most crazy builds I've ever made. An easy 2-shot kill with any high impact hand cannon. So if you're looking for that video, it's going to be at the top and down below in the description. But if you're utilizing the OneEyed Mask, I would still recommend you run a high recovery. This will help your recovery while in your overshield, because again, the OneEyed Mask will only give you an overshield, so at the same time, you want to be able to begin your health regeneration. Remember with the Stasis aspect Cryoclasm, it's like you're wearing the DUNEMARCHERs, but now you can utilize something like the DUNEMARCHERs, the Cryoclasm style, and the OneEyed Mask. I kind of like to think of this as the best of both worlds. Now, moving on into our second exotic, we're going to have the Heart of Inmost Light with the exotic perk Overflowing Light. Using an ability empowers the other two abilities. Empowered abilities have a faster regen, melees and grenades do more damage, and barricades have more hit points. Now, when it comes to the Heart of Inmost Light, most people see this as like a cheese style exotic where you can pop your barricade and now you have a one-hit grenade from, a special ability. But there's more to it. If we pay attention to the second half of what I read, empowered means abilities have a faster regen. Abilities have a faster regen. Guys, Stasis is all about abilities. From your melee to be able to punch people off the map, punch people into the walls, to the crazy grenades like the Glacier Wall, the Dust Field grenades, and the Cold Snaps, which have the ability to freeze your opponents. Something you need to keep in mind. Due to how powerful these abilities are on the Stasis subclass, Bungie reduced their recharge rate compared to all light subclasses, meaning when you're utilizing Striker or Sentinel or any of the light-based subclasses, your recharge rate on your abilities are at normal speed. But if you're utilizing Stasis, the recharge rate is a little bit slower. Again, because Bungie understands how powerful your abilities are. So the main focus on this exotic is, yes, you do have the abilities are empowered for a little bit, but when your abilities have a faster regen, as you can see in the background, this gives you the opportunity to use your abilities more often. Now, getting into our last exotic number 3 on this list, we're going to have the Seidens Rampart, which the exotic perk is going to be Assault Barricade. You and your allies can shoot through your towering barricade, which has reduced health and duration. Look, 120s are nasty. Pulse rifles are nasty. No Time to Explain is nasty. With such powerful weapons, these guns have a big drawback. Getting flinched with these guns is nuts. If you have a high impact hand cannon, maybe you have the steady hand, maybe you have the true prophecy, all these guns have terrible stability. Meaning if you start taking damage, you start taking shots down range, it's going to be more difficult for you to land shots with these weapons. These weapons are higher risk, meaning any missed shot is going to extend your time to kill. These assault barricades are great when going against other high impact hand cannons, pulse rifles, and especially snipers. If you're going to be challenging snipers, you can challenge a sniper without fear. You can be in their face and be able to deal damage if you're utilizing the no time to explain. But one thing I will say about this is you need to learn how to use this in proper situations. If used improperly, players are just going to look at you, turn around, and run the other way. Guys, I like to consider myself a Titan main. I have more hours under my Titan than I do my Hunter. I'm always in PvP utilizing my Titan. And if you're like me, it's time to take the DUNEMARCHERS off and try something different. If you're not running Stasis, sure, use the DUNEMARCHERS, and if you're using Striker, go right ahead. But if you're utilizing Stasis, I better not see you in the Crucible with the DUNEMARCHERS on. You better be using one of these new exotics. With that, guys, thank you so much for hanging out today and stopping by the video, dropping a like and doing all that good stuff. If you're new to the channel, do me a huge favor and hit that subscribe button because it's free and it's a great way to support me. Also, we just had a stream a few days ago on YouTube, so if you guys want to stop by that, we had a couple classes. I was showing people some of the call outs. We're doing 3v3, so if you're interested in that, click that bell because when I go live on YouTube, if you have the bell notification on, you will get notified so you can hang out. Like always, you guys have a good day, and I'll see you in the next video.